Brunel Live Radio pour vous, information tout côté dans le monde là. Mercredi, bulletin en mi-temps semaine là. Vendredi, safety brief. Toute information ak formation pour un week-end solide en toute sécurité. Et chaque dimanche, résumé toute semaine là. En collaboration avec Dauphin Fevrier. Actualité en revue, commentaires, nouvelles show à coup de génie payol. C'est force nous. Brunel Live Radio, c'est médias sans force côté, sans voyer monter. Patronné par Camilox and Beauty et Montrevo Agency.
Madame, Monsieur, bonsoir. Bienvenue dans Brunel Live Radio, Brunel Live 360. Et donc, jeudi, là, c'est vendredi 20 février 2026. Donc, nous présents comme à l'accoutumée, donc, on connaît chaque vendredi. Nous toujours parler des safety brief. Nous qu'on parler de l'autre barrette. Oui, bon, nous priorité et chaque vendredi. Son vendredi safety. Vous connaissez tout le monde, c'est pas tout le monde qui doit faire même bagaille, vous comprenez? Je dis à nous sommes médias modérés, donc nous lançons nous dans des bagailles et que société a un petit peu, vous connaissez, pas trop focus sur eux, mais nous-mêmes nous juger nécessaire. Donc pour nous porter pour chaque vendredi. Pour qui ça nous choisit vendredi? Parce que normalement, vendredi, c'est vendredi débouché sous week-end. Like Spanish people, you te capable de dire que oh, el viene, el cuerpo lo sabe. Yeah. Vous comprenez? Et get espagnol tout. Vous comprenez? Même si fit ne va là, get espagnol tout. Donc, ça veut dire depuis c'est vendredi, donc on va rentrer dans le week-end là, n'importe qui forme, week-end là, et son week-end nié. L'irrité en week-end tout côté, vous comprenez, quelqu'un soit à la vie à faire pour vous, ou après malgré tout, qu'il y a des gens qui ont pas un jour là, demain là, pour un petit barbecue dans l'après-midi, ou bien un petit barbecue dans dimanche, vous comprenez, qu'il y a des gens qui choisissent samedi, vous comprenez, vendredi soir, samedi, en façon dimanche, pour être capable et préparer pour lundi, parce que c'est ça lié. Donc, c'est ça que fait nous toujours présents chaque vendredi pour nous capable parler des safety. Mais étant donné safety à son bagage qui large en pile, généralement nous focus sur ça gagne avec driving parce que nous connaissons et son bagage en pile monde pratiqué chaque jour. Ou ka remarqué que dans semaine qui sont passées là à cause mon petit pièce a une difficulté pour renouveler licence. Donc ça a été en pile panique parce qu'on connaît et conduit à lui-même est extrêmement important. Quoique DMV sous Bopal il dit que c'est un privilège. Bon, nous d'accord, c'est un privilège. Ça veut dire que yo capable retirer privilège à n'importe quel moment. Donc, mais nous toujours présents et pour nous capable parler et délire chaque vendredi dans Brunel Live Radio. Donc, nous connaissons le sujet d'abord, c'est drive safe. Eh ben, if you drive safe, you'll be able to get home safe. You usually see the sign and the word that where they say like the DMV, I don't know if the Department of Motor Vehicle or the police station or Department of the Police station qui you même mettez ça, they always say drive safe, arrive safe. When you drive safe, you arrive home safe. Because at the end of the day, everyone need to go home safe. How you gonna do that? It's where you pay attention. As a driver, your safety start with a smart choice, which means you make a smart choice justement pour capable pour capable ça peut être là pour capable Jesus Christ pour capable mais veillons your smart choice once you stay behind the wheel, so you make a smart choice to drive. You always wear your seatbelt and keep an eye on the road because you know a lot of accident happen. It's caused by distraction. We're gonna talk about that. I think the distraction tonight is gonna be a little bit. The subject is gonna be really the subject for the whole time because I I know you know too. Distraction is the most important thing when you're driving, because when you're driving, distraction could be it could happen any type of way. It could be like you talking to somebody, or you driving with your passenger, and then we start making joke, and then as a driver you not pay attention enough, and then you end up in a car accident. Or it could be because you looking for something that you're not supposed to. By the way, I'm not gonna say you focus only to the driving. No, you have a reflex, and you, so as a driver you have to make sure your reflexes work fine, because you're not only focusing your in front of you, but you got the review mirror, you got the back too, you have to a little bit I would say like smart while you're driving, because sometimes something happen, and then you be able to get aware of it, because you were pay attention to every second while you were driving. This is why it's very important. So we have, I'm not gonna say like try not to have a distraction, but try to have less distraction. You know, sometimes it's happen is because while you're driving, you try to change the music. Let me tell you something. If you're driving, you try to change the music at the same time, something bad could happen. L- the advice they give is when you, as a driver, you have a passenger. The passenger is the one responsible to change the music. Is the one to responsible to put the GPS in case you lose while you're driving, and then your address is not correct. So the passenger is gonna help you with that. You as a driver, you are responsible for everybody in the car. So this is why you have to focus. That's not the time for you to go change the music, to go. You know, you see, as you can see right now, a lot of device they sell on Amazon and eBay, any type of commerce, e-commerce. I take a small device you could connect in your car, and then that help you to connect to I would say like YouTube. You could watch a movie. I think movie is, it should not be for the driver. A movie in a car should not be for the driver. A movie could be for the passenger, or movie could be the people on the back seat. That's not the time for you to watch movie. I'm so sorry about that, but we have to make sure that everyone is safe. Everyone come back home safe. This is why you avoid speeding, you avoid texting, you driving. When you're driving, you while you're tired. That's a one more thing too, because uh, like you already know, when you go take the test, they always ask you kind of question like that. What is the most problem, or the most that cause accident in the road? You will see the DUI, that when you drive, when you drunk and drive, or when you under influence. Yeah, when you're under influence, it could be drug, it could be any type of drug, and then as well, it could be the drug they prescribe you, because some drug, if they prescribe you this kind of drug, they always advise you to take it at the night when you going to sleep, because if you take it in the middle of the day and then you go driving, you could be dizzy, you could be drunk or something. I don't know how the hell they say that, but you understand anyways. So it is type of drug too. It may not a bad drug, but it's still a drug. So the DUI, the driving under the influence, the fatigue, like when you're tired, and driving and speeding, that's one of them too. So I don't know if you see the video. Unfortunately, I don't have the video with me now, but you see the small black car, probably a Mustang, something that end up in the rear of the bus. I think it's in Florida. So luckily there was no student in the bus, and I believe only the driver with the Mustang that get injured. So this is something that you could avoid if you're driving with zero distraction. You need that, and you have to practice that every day in your life, because hey, don't get me wrong, you take the road every day to do shopping, to go to school, to go to work, to do some personal activity. So you need that. But when you driving, you not pay attention enough because somebody you could literally see it. This is why you see every now and then they come up with a law. They come up with saying a law just because they see people keep doing dumb thing. You know, people keep doing dumb thing. They while they driving, they texting. Because when you texting, if I'm texting on my phone right now, I can't look at the camera. The camera that bring me to you, I cannot look at it. So I got to focus on my phone. It's the same thing if I'm looking something in my computer. I cannot watch I cannot look the camera at the same time. But because I'm not a robo, I'm not invisible. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a phantom. I can be at the buffs at the same time. So this is why. With that being said, if you driving and then you looking your phone and then texting at the same time, this is kind of thing that's gonna happen. And you know what? When you hit a bus driver while driving, it's really bad for you because you may end up not can't find any insurance to cover your car because you hit a bus drive. Imagine if the bus has a student on it. So there's gonna be really something you don't really want that. So it's a very important not driving and texting at the same time because if they catch you, you'll be in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Don't say Gene not telling you that because, like I said, I'm not a media like that coming that make zen ou comprendre ça m'dou là. No, nous là pour nous aider, pour nous faire pour nous permettre qu'on tende des bagages qu'on habitué tendre. Vous comprenez? Nous pas aucun problème ça ou habitué tendre, mais il y a des gens qui doivent tendre pour la première fois. Donc c'est ça que fait nous prend temps nous pour nous faire nous te qu'on fait déjà les nous dans cité indépendance là. Eh ben qu'on y a là nous gain possibilité pour nous faire beaucoup plus bien toujours avec technologie. Eh ben OK, nous continuons à faire pour. Donc l'or fatigué, when you tired, you driving, this is really a bad thing. You have to try to avoid that. I know some people they get tired after work, after 10 hours work, or some people they have two jobs because as you live in the United States, sometimes you got one job. The one job you have it's not enough to cover all your bill. You have the mortgage, the rent, the car loan, the insurance, car insurance, the health insurance, a phone bill. People in Haiti, so we not forget about that. Our people, it's a bill too. Some of them you look like a paycheck. You have to give them money every 15 days or every month. That's why it is. We can ignore that. We're not joking about it, but it is the reality. So actually, we have to say that. So you end up doing three job. But when you tired and then you have to drive back home, that could make you end up with an accident because involuntarily you could end up in an accident because you're tired, you have sleep, you driving while sleeping, you feel sleepy. And if you say, "Oh, I bet Gene, why would I do that when I'm done working? I gotta go home anyway. You gotta drive. You have nobody to come pick you up, and then you don't want to pay Uber or Lyft to go home if you have a car. Okay, I understand that. Me, I used to work the graveyard shift too. The graveyard shift, it's a dead shift. It's the night shift. They call it graveyard. It's because people when you die you go to the cemetery, but when it's at night they always call it graveyard. They call it like that because for them it's like you dead, you still alive, but you look dead because you work at night. It is what it is. Either you like it or not, that's what it is. That's how they call it. Look, I used to work at the kind of shift. And then what I usually do when I know I'm tired and I have to drive to go home, I get in the bathroom and then get a cold water. You know what I'm saying? Your cold water, very cold water, and then wipe my face, wash my face, and then make me a little bit, like vivant. Donc et puis ça aide and then ça aide drive pour mourir la car. Get a moon. Some people they say, "Oh no, if you have a friend, but it's not easy to get a friend every night unless your friend have the same shift with you, and then but maybe different company, but we have the same shift, and then when we go home, so we could talk each other. But at the same way, if you talk too much on the phone, it could cause a distraction too, because when you talk too much, either the subject is very interesting or the subject, it's not funny at all, that could distract you from driving the right way. Or you could be exciting for something you hear, you know what I'm saying, your friends and your family said, and then you get distracted. That's a kind of thing you got to avoid talking on the phone too. But if it necessarily to talk, I guess if it that's one that help, everybody have different body. hmm Everybody got different bodies. Sometimes some people they say, "Oh, if I got somebody to talk and on my way home, that would be much better." Some people may say, "No, I'm not gonna talk to nobody. I'm just gonna drive, make sure I keep an eye on the road, and then go back home, get a shower, and then go to sleep." Yeah, you could use uh, uh, any type of way that work for you. I'm not gonna say you have to be stay with one way. No, you have multiple way to help you go. Only thing only thing you need, it's you drive safe, and then you arrive safe. You go home safe, because everybody need you. You need yourself, your parent, your wife, your kid, your friend. Your family in general, they need you, and you need yourself too. I don't think so you're ready to die really quick. So remember, one moment of distraction can change a life forever. It happened, unfortunately, and at that point, there's nothing we could do about it. It just happened, and then we take it like that. But if you could avoid that, avoid it. I don't know if you read the news. It's about this a father that the guy that have 30 this father that have 37 years after his son crashed on a car and then killed 4 people. Everybody talking about that. Every news outlet talking about that. Every media talking about that. Every single person talking about that, because they say, some people say it's not fair, because he was not the one driving that killed 4 people, but he was the one, the owner, the father of the car, and then he asked his son to move the car from this point to another point, and then what happened next is the son, I think he was 15 years old, and then drive away, take off with the car, and then end up in a car accident and kill 4 people. And they found out after investigation the son was not licensed. He not even got a license. So, ou capable comprendre, sometimes, even, même si c'est pas ou qui fait accident, mais le fait que c'est ou responsable machine nan, son petit tout qui fait ou capable payer pour lui. Est-ce qu'elle est juste pour papa prendre 37 ans prison, son moun yo information nous joine qui fait connaît li même gain et cancer. Donc est-ce qu'elle est juste pour ta prison pour petit là, pour moi-même personnellement je pense qu'il va juste. Parce que normalement c'est vous pour chercher, yo parler de négligence, yo pour chercher responsabilité papa dans question hein. Mais pas oublier, on ti moun 15 ans, ici à 15 ans qu'a apprendre conduire. Et depuis dans la school à 15 ans qu'a apprendre conduire, parents qu'a la dans DMV et puis on permet qu'on capable gain licence pour apprendre conduire à 15 ans. Bon, on connaît ça pour state Florida, pas connaît pour l'autre state yo et qui à qui l'âge lié. Donc ça veut dire et ti moun nan son ti moun quand même qui compte bien avec mal. Gen des crimes long ti moun nou fait yo suppose juger autant que adulte. Éclair en mode Jimmy Danger, malheureusement pas encore. Vous comprenez? Bah on papa responsable, yes, yo ba papa responsable parce que papa lui-même li c'est on ka dit ti moun nan poko gen 18 ans, ti moun nan pas gen licence, yo reproché du fait que li te bay petite la autorisation pour move machine nan. Et vous connaissez ti moun yo, c'est des félique yoye, dépendamment de qui genre de ti moun ou gen. Vous comprenez? Bon, même petit monsieur me dit, Junior move the car. You just gotta move it. You're not going nowhere. I didn't tell you to go nowhere. You gotta follow the instruction. If I tell you to do this, you do this. And I ain't tell you to do this, this you do it, so you and me gonna have a conversation. You know, it's depend the way you raise your kid. Ça c'est des bagages qui capable entrer dans ligne de compte tout. Mais j'en dis à moi-même, est-ce que papa a mérité 37 ans? Je pense que ouais, il était capable de pénaliser papa normalement et par rapport avec l'ité bail et l'ité bail petite la l'ordre pour te déplacer machine et ti moun nan fait affaire pal. Petite la t'a toujours gagné et plus et temps prison, mais papa lui-même comme un papa qui gagne légèreté, manque de responsabilité, vous comprenez? Il était capable de balayer qui et tout. Mais 37 ans, which is 3 decades and 7 more years in jail, I think it's not really a justice for me. Oui, donc ça c'est des bagailles ou capable inviter, vous comprenez? Ou capable inviter pour arriver dans la vous si toutefois ou prend des bonnes directions. Je prends un petit break, un petit pause et puis n'a et tourner à reste détail là. Donc, madame, monsieur, donc, nous t'avons dit que do not speeding, you know, speeding is the one of the factor that cause accident. I just, before I come into my show tonight, I just saw ladies, he was in Florida, yeah. She being stopped by the police because she was doing 144. 144. I believe the word is 70, right? A 95, most likely is 70. But she was doing 144. And then has an excuse. She said, "Oh, I'm just coming back. I'm just coming back from Germany. So I used to drive like that, and then he stay in my mind. That's you know, I understand her point. Her point is when you in some highway in Europe, in some highway in Europe, I've been there and I know what I'm talking about. That's a fact, and I know it's true. Some highway there's no speed limit. You do whatever you want. You go home. You coming home. You coming home. If you're not coming home, that's on you. Nobody give a damn about that. That's your problem. You drive as much as you feel like, which means you could do 160, 180. That's your business. Nobody give a damn about that. But hey, now you are in US. What is your excuse? There's no damn excuse. How can you do 144 and a 70? And then that's called super speeder, and then she go in jail. So please avoid doing that. Do not speeding. Pas faire speed. Slow down. The best way you could arrive on time in your work is wake up on time and then start leaving your house on time. Let's say you work 30 minutes away, and then if you leave, let's say you work at 12, you start to work at 12, and in 11:15, that's when you leave in your house because it's 30 minutes. So you give yourself 15 more minutes in case something happen, in case you have to take a detour, or in case you had a flat tires, you know, anything. But if you could, some people like me, I get there 30 minutes early. Anybody not know me say, you know, I don't play with time. Some people say, oh, yeah, I know as a military. No, I've been like that since I know me. So I always try to be on time. If you're gonna fire me, you're not gonna fire me because I'm late or because I'm not coming on time. No, it's not gonna happen. I don't have that in me. Okay, so you have to leave your house early, and then you could arrive early at the job. And sometimes you stay in the parking lot, relax, or talk to somebody about the blanc, ou comprendre Odilin, et Sini, ou comprendre Samzula. On va passer ça, so va être chargé net. On passe, y a beau ni de beau, et puis c'est ou même gars pour voyez le pour blanc, vieux blanc. On déjà voulu gain trop connaissance avec téléphone, on voit le bail Sini, on va les Sini garder, c'est les Sini fin prend tout bon chauffeur pour passer blanc petit bagage. Son bagage des autres net et pense si Odeline ou bien Odeline t'a vécu ici aux États-Unis et des honnêtes et les frères de honnêtes vous comprenez ils tapent dans courir parce que ça son bagage très malsain. Me fait blague avec mais quand même son bagage et qui très malsain et c'est pas de bagage pour monsieur lui-même état rentré et là-dedans. Yes, I would say like you could be early in the job and then that make you not speeding. It's the road, it's 45. You're likely gonna do 45, 46, 47. I understand that. No one is perfect. I don't think so. Florida, they're gonna stop you for 5 miles per hour over the speed limit. But Georgia, yes. Georgia gonna stop you even for 1 mile per hour over the speed limit. So you have time to drive slowly. You not rush. You're not gonna fight with the red line. Sometimes you say, man, this red light take forever. But the red light has a timing. He already there before you. So it's you that not make I would say like you not have a good plan. That's you. That the problem is you. The problem is not the red line. So this is why you have start planning early so you could get at the job early so you will not speeding so you will slow down and then most likely slow down in a school zone. So that's very important. You guys already know that if you see a bus stop you gotta stop. So that's this could be another video. So some people they come in here in US, they used to other country. That's not the way they do things in US. But when you come in here in US, things change and you have to make sure you are en diapason avec un système nan pour pas venir sous te connaître parce que système nan pas reconnaître sous te connaître. Système ici aux États-Unis, yo pas reconnaître sous ou pas connaître que ça a existé. OK? Donc do not speeding, slow down in the school zone and the neighborhood and give other drivers space. This is important too. So when you're driving, usually I think the rules is when you're driving the driver, the car in front of you, you should be able to see all 4 tires. When you look at in front of you, you should be able to see all 4 tires. So once you be able to see that, if something happen, you have enough room to react. Okay, so you will not end up and boom in the back of the rear of the car in front of you. So you'll be able to shift to the left or shift to the right. But the best thing is depending on which lane you are driving with. Okay, so you will not end up to hit the rear car in front of you because as you already know, no matter what the way you hit the back, so you're gonna be at fault. At 100%, you're gonna be at fault unless you have a camera that show that where the driver was reverse on me. Okay, right? That's a different scenario. If that's in your case, okay, I understand that. So, but in most case, when you hit somebody in the back, you are automatically at fault. So, safe driving isn't just about the rules. You're not even driving just because it's the rules. Okay, the rules, the DMV implement the rules. So how you supposed to be driving? How you know how you have to drive? But other than that, you as a person, you have to know that you go out and then you want to come back with your family. So you have to thinking about you and then think about you thinking about other family, think about other people. Don't you know what? Sometimes I usually say nothing. You're not taking personal until he become personal to you. Okay, if you know if you get hurt, how you feel about that, think about somebody else. Think about your friend, think about your neighborhood. So this is why you protect yourself and then you protect your neighborhood too. If you got that in mind, it's not about the rules, but it's about what you have to do, your responsibility as a driver in the world. Safe, it's about protecting yourself, your passenger, and everyone around you. Drive safe, arrive live. Donc, nous beaucoup prêts pour mourir. Oh, déjà fait 30 minutes live. Nous beaucoup prêts pour mourir. Donc, c'est ça que fait nous encourager pour drive safe. Nous connaissons pile monde qui a un petit problème technique pendant que yo pot ko ka fait licence aussi tout monde qui dans situation TPS là. Connaît leur vin joindre fait des routes là même les ou pas bon licence c'est fait des routes là ou bon quand même mais livre dit qui change parce que ou qu'on a gain et bagay nan mon ou pas conduire sans licence parce que conduire sans licence ici it's a crime they could prosecute you for that and then avoid doing that. Safe driving start with you. What I say, safe driving start with you. Why I say that? It's because usually in my community, you heard people say, moi-même c'est seulement chauffeur, l'autre monde n'a pas chauffeur. Yo, l'oral dans auto-école, they teach you that. They tell you that. So, pour connaître que c'est seul ou bon chauffeur, l'autre monde n'a pas bon chauffeur. Donc, ça veut dire, c'est pas qu'on ignore l'autre monde. Vous comprenez? Mais c'est parce que vous mettez dans tête tout son bon chauffeur ou à protéger tête tout et pour protéger l'autre monde dans tout. Ou mettez dans tête tout monde ça cap conduire à li pas connaît rien, vous comprenez ou connaît pas seul et donc ça permet que ou gain possibilité pour protéger tête tout ou pour protéger et l'autre monde dans tout. Donc c'est ça que fait aujourd'hui safe driving start with you. You know you are a smart driver and then you're gonna be safe while driving. Always stay alert. Stay alert, stay alive. You know, sometimes some people they thinking about the life, the situation, the life. They might thinking about a divorce. They might thinking about a girlfriend, boyfriend. They might thinking about the bill. You know, this is country is a country of bill. I think they have to call USA bill. You have to pay bill when you thinking about the end of the month. So you control how much bill you have to pay. Sometimes you keep thinking, and then while you driving and then thinking at the same time, so that could distract you from keeping an eye on the road. So you know your goal is while driving and keep an eye on the road until you get home safe. And then anything, if you driving while you driving something fall in the middle of the car, inside the car, anything, your phone, just leave it. Just leave it and then you will get it when you get home. I think it's a good advice, right? Or if you could park, if you couldn't want to park, and then you looking for what the item you that fall inside the car, you could do that. But not doing that while you are driving. En pile moun toujours fait ça pendant y a conduire, yo gon sirette, yo gon alta, yo gon téléphone yo qui tombe et puis y a chercher, y a fouiller main chercher côté et puis sortant de là boum, c'est tant d'autant frapper on l'autre monde. Donc me pense mes amis et nous pas qu'à mettre clou sous abcès encore nous ouais ça qu'a passé là parce que sous pas ouais ça qu'a passé là en réalité et trust me ou besoin et yon lunette tant que Guy Delva Guy Delva toujours dit ça one world one life drive safe. Okay, so remember you nous sous terre nous des passages vous comprenez l'eau aller ou l'a toujours été là parce que if you die in a car accident you only one die. Okay, so this is why you have to pay attention, keep an eye on the road parce que et route l'a toujours été c'est moins avant qu'à parler. Donc on fait ça pour nous sortir en bien et nous rentrer également en bien et la caille nous. Remember encore donc parce que nous we are about to end this show tonight. It's 6:34. So we are doing the conclusion right now. Slow down and stay safe. Slow down and stay safe. Okay, you know how important it is when you're speeding, when you driving under the influence, when you're tired. You know that's a major cause of accident. So please don't do it. Especially if you're driving in Florida and then you have a TPS. You know what? Comment les citoyens ça même sont sans avis fini. Et ben qui bail ça, cap mettel et Sylvino loi la côté que depuis ou pas gain papier et normal ou font accident déjà en temps, vous comprenez? Donc on essaie de regarder dans quel niveau nous-mêmes nous capable éviter et gens des bagages ça nous pas capable mettre clou sous abcès et puis eyes on the road. Not eyes, no eyes, not eyes, no. Okay, say eyes, G. On the road, hands on the wheel. Okay, so always keep your hand on the wheel. Like I said, if you drive automatic, There's no way you're doing shell bell, man. You doing like a 9:15 or 9:30 or 9:20. There's no way to do that. Or when some do, you know you're not too good, and then keep both hand in the wheel. Unless if you me, you drive a stick shift. This is why me I don't have time to be in my phone while driving because I have stick shift. I drive manual, mechanic, 1, 2, 1, 2. Open. I don't have any time to go on my phone. If somebody calling me or if somebody texting me when I get on my destination, I'll be able to answer your phone call or your text because that's not important in my life and the life other people that driving on the way. You could do the same thing too because it's not you're not going in an unfair for that. Road safety and responsible driving. Sometimes you gotta keep an eye on the road because some road they always in construction, like Orlando. If you're driving in Orlando, you already know that they always in construction. Because why somebody say, oh no, this country always in construction? Because it's a country that moving. Haiti not in construction because Haiti is not moving. Haiti is like marché à reculons. US son pays qui va avancer chaque jour, donc c'est normal, il toujours à construire. Donc pay attention, pay attention. Pay attention when you driving where all worker are driving along the road because they building a safe road for you, but you have to a little bit give them a little bit of space. And remember, if you speeding in the worker zone, so the speed is double. So you don't want that. And then I don't know how many points they take off from your license, but I know the speed is a double. And then protect their life too because they coming from other family. They are working to put the money, put the food on the table for their family the same way you do for your family. When you think about them, you think about you too, and then you make the world safer for them, and then you safe too. And then remember, we have the first responder, we have the police. Whenever they doing something, they helping somebody or they pull over a car, please go the next lane. Don't do it automatically because some people end up in a car accident because they try quickly to change the lane. No, change the lane when it's safe to change the lane. It's if other driver they realize in front of them they have a first responder, they have a police pull over somebody, and then they already know they slow down, and then you could easily, you could safely shift to the left or shift. Basically, I think it's always to the left. You shift to the left so you could not close to the first responder because some of first responder they get killed while undistracted driver are distracted with their phone or anything else, and then they end up hit them at the back and then kill them at the scene. So please don't do that because they helping somebody else. We need that. It's the same way they helping somebody. It could be you too. They helping. So you have to make sure you give them a space so they could be working safely, and then you could driving safely too. Hey, we say a lot today. We only not focus only about the driving under the influence alcohol. You already know that. Do not drive in while you are intoxicated, while you are on the drug, while you are drunk. Okay, do not drunk and drive. Don't do it because it's not worth it. And you're gonna lose your license. It may be a year, maybe 90 days. You lose point, and then you lose your credibility when you go for a job interview. What they do is they do a whole background check for you, and then when they realize you have a DUI, bro, it's done for you because this country already hard to live. Economy is really bad. The inflation is already high. You already know that. You don't need other thing to make you not only spend money to hire a lawyer, but it's gonna cost you a lot. You don't really need that. So si nous t'a parlé de safety about the driving, we will take the whole night to talk about it. Chaque fois nous allons n'a toujours joindre yon l'autre idée qui vient dans tête nous, mais quand même on connaît chaque vendredi nous faire, c'est presque c'est même bagay yo. Donc nous espérons que tu es satisfait et pas de question, vous comprenez, et puis n'a pas la guicha et nous apprécions tout le monde qui t'a gardé ou bien qui pral attendre. C'est toujours un plaisir pour moi-même Brunel Jean est toujours là ensemble avec vous et dans Brunel Live Radio. Je dis à nous sommes médias modérés, nous sommes médias justement qui choisissent et plus focus dans bon et formation et porter information bon mais nous focus dans formation tout, nous focus dans safety, nous parler des sujets dans la société à des monde absolument yo ignoré ou bien yo pas bail trop importance. Donc c'est de ça nous-mêmes nous fonctionner. Nous pas venir dans un même le nous pas de monde qui regarder nous, même le nous gon grand monde qui regarder nous, nous suffit, nous pas aucun problème et ça n'a fait d'ailleurs l'en dans radio, nous pas même qui est-ce qui t'attend de nous. Ça après on donne exemple on doit aller sur place dame Gounaïve et puis bon on dit oh attendez non bon pas connait les mjinho les Bounel vous comprenez et bah yo te bon là ça te une nouvelle là m'attend un paquet ba vous comprenez donc ça veut dire des fois pas me connait qui est-ce qui t'endo c'est après ou fin connaît et qui est-ce qui t'endo c'est ça fait grand pile média qui a fait un pile bon travail dans communauté à tout vous comprenez tout le monde a porté participation par eux donc nous-mêmes c'est façon ça nous porter participation pas nous pour vous.
Brunel Live Radio pour vous, information tout côté dans le monde là. Mercredi, bulletin en mi-temps semaine là. Vendredi, safety brief. Toute information et formation pour un week-end solide en toute sécurité. Et chaque dimanche, résumé toute semaine là. En collaboration avec Dauphin Fidner. Actualité en revue, commentaires, nouvelles shows à coup de géant payol. C'est force nous. Brunel Live Radio, c'est médias sans force côté, sans voyer monter. Patronné par Camilox and Beauty et Montrevo Agency.
Voilà donc c'est pas trop officiel nous c'est Camilox and Beauty, c'est Montrevo Agency, c'est Ashla et la compagnie de transport qui établit dans Gonaïve, Haïti. Yo même qui est dans les affaires et transport, yo même qui capable et de prendre un point A à un point B pour aller à occupation, yo même qui capable et prend petit tout l'école en toute sécurité. C'est des gens qui connaissent à faire en matière de sécurité. Donc yo gen auto-école tout sous besoin apprendre conduire machine. Nek ça yo passer des présentations. Son équipe citoyen qui a fait bon bagage et puis cas de famille tout sous toutefois ou t'as gagné un téléphone ou un problème ou capable relé dans même numéro ça et puis donc yo capable bon un service papier sous besoin de passeport tout on gagne côté cal fait passeport c'est relé Montrevo Agency dans Gonaïve également donc ou capable à faire passeport pas oublier Baptiste ou a toujours besoin ça ou pas on connaît qu'il est on Biden a tombé même si Biden pas tout encore bon pas on connaît qui c'est cap venant donc c'est pour ça nous dit toujours mettez documents en forme ou bien checker Montrevo Agency pour capable faire documents pour puis sous besoin on green côté besoin faire chez vous et dans Miami là ou capable brûler Camilox and Beauty lui même capable mettre bon bagaille dans chez vous pour capable et à prendre mettre bon lock dans tête tout
Ou vle yon locks pas fait, eh bien vini dans Camilox and Beauty. Dans la communauté à Camilox and Beauty, c'est destination pour tout besoin locks sou yo. Expert nou yo ap edo joindre style ou vle ak soin ak attention. Mes services comme joindre dans Camilox and Beauty. Locks, extensions, ajouter longueur ak volume dans locks sou yo. Interlocking, kembe locks sou yo solide ak propre. Detox treatment, nettoyer locks sou yo et faire yo revive. Conditioning shampoos, bay locks ou yo hydratation ak force. Dyeing, changer couleur locks ou yo ak style. Instant locks, locks in the same day, sans problème. Shampoos, retwist and style, can be locks ou yo belle et frais. Everything about locks, we are here to serve you. Nous là pour dans Camilox and Beauty, nous comprenons l'importance locks ou yo. Équipe nous en là pour de joindre style ou vle ak soin et passion. Vin visiter nous jodi et puis découvrir différence là. Relez nous dans 754 245 01 58 pour prendre rendez-vous pour là. Attendez oui 754 245 01 58. Suivez-nous sur TikTok, Facebook et Instagram.
Elle prend service ou non Camilox, NBD, Jean Sautin de la guerre de rival cap fait là, va oublier sous besoin bon spot pour business ou C'est relé la
Monde Travel Agency, plus bon agence pour faire confiance dans les affaires de documents voyage, passeport, application de demande visa, ticket d'avion, et un pilote service. Contact Haïti 37 43 56 26 32 68 71 17 USA 786 917 71 40. Monde Travel Agency, c'est service nous qui fait différence là.
Là dans mon travail, je suis madame messieurs, donc l'autre fois encore merci un pile, on se retrouve sur Brunel Live Radio avec Brunel Jean. Donc c'est vendredi, nous portons SFT pour vous. Donc c'est toujours un grand plaisir, un grand jacote plaisir. Donc nous espérons que vous passez un très bon vendredi. C'est week-end, toujours protégé et toujours conduit safe, vous comprenez? Parce que tout le monde a besoin, c'est pas seulement besoin, vous comprenez? C'est pas seulement besoin pour tendre, mais faut besoin tout. Drive safe, arrive safe. Thank you again. Non pas mal, c'est Bounet Jean. Et puis, on a croisé une autre fois. Hein?
Roger Mila la balle. Roger Mila Ndondo. Balle avec toi, Yaya. Chipalo Chikunza. Fede. Onana. Tatao. Bagua. Omandique. Funde Hekeke. Kono Hebwele. Bagal. Basinge. Roger Mila. Maka. Adama, la Medina, Kadi, Roger Mila Ndondo, hey bana avec toi Yaya, Ndondo Kabasela, tu parles aussi comme ça hey, Oman Big, Konde, Fede. Maka, hey mwana maduma, Maka.